I sound congested or weird, it's that time, that season, so I apologize, but I'll be doing my best to speak clearly. Alright, so today I'll be talking about teaching through videos, how to use simple video production to enhance language learning. And I'm really excited to be doing this presentation because this is something that I actually do a lot because I am a content creator on YouTube, so just a little bit about me. I've been producing YouTube videos since 2019, and when I started being a language assistant, I produced 2 videos, introducing language assistance for the first school that I was placed at. Of course with help from the other language assistants there, but that was so fun. And then, during the lockdown, when things changed and we couldn't be at school, I discovered that I could actually create videos for my students, and that was really fun. Of course, I was doing it by myself for my students, but now I have thought of some ideas wherein you could actually incorporate your students. So if you're interested in videos, content creation is something that I'm going to be talking about, and I'll be scratching the surface because there's so much about content creation, but this is going to be simple so that you can use it whenever you want with the devices that you've got, even just your phone, because many applications make it easy nowadays. So there are some general considerations, right? First, you have to think about the school's culture. Are they comfortable with that? Are they the type that will push their students to actually, do videos? Pardon me. Because the first school that I was placed at, they were really encouraging, and before I even went there, they were producing videos with their students. And then the second school, they weren't really used to it, so it was hard to kind of get it into the culture. So you have to consider that. So of course, communication is key. Next, your time, because content creation takes time. It is fun. I find it to be really fun, but it takes time. So you have to consider the time that you've got and the time of the students and teachers who will be involved, right? And then technology available in the school and at home. And of course, I said simple is fine. So why videos? The use of videos is growing rapidly in many industries. It's become more and more important, and you see it everywhere. We all know about content creation, social media, stuff like that. And even the social media platforms that we use nowadays, video is being pushed a lot, right? So about your students are already immersed in the culture of content creation. They see it, they like it, they know about it, right? Some of them even want to be YouTubers. I remember when I'm introducing myself and I tell them, hey, I create videos on YouTube. Before they may have had a little bit of interest, but then when I say YouTube, they get really excited. So you can actually use that, right? And I hope I'm not talking too fast. So how can we make the most out of this genuine interest that the students have? So here are some ideas, and I'm going to show you some ideas for each level. Now, for infantile or lower primary, you're going to be the star most likely, mostly because they probably won't be able to produce the videos themselves, more than likely not, but they can probably be in the videos, but you're probably going to be the star. And you can think about kids shows like dances, creativity, demonstrations, and you have to remember to be highly animated for these kids. So think about when you were watching your kids' videos in the past and you saw them dancing and you know the characters that you love. You can now put yourself into that those shoes and actually be the person who is going to be animated. And if you love being that way for your kids, I think it will be really fun. I enjoy doing that a lot. And this is a long-term investment, so you have to think about that. Plus the students love it. They will love seeing you on the videos. Even if you're teaching face-to-face and you put a video of yourself up on the screen, they'll be really excited. Now, for you, you're probably thinking about your privacy. You probably don't want to have your videos out there, and that's fine. But your videos may be uploaded onto YouTube or Drive privately and accessed through a link. And this can also be done for the school, so it's not going to be public for the most part, because you always have to think about privacy. Now for upper primary, right? Now they're a bit more mature and they can be more involved, so you can think about short skits for Christmas or other holidays, game show competitions, show and tell at home. Maybe they can show something that they like at home, like a toy or something. And it may even be pictures that they take that can be put into a slide that's created into a video, or a presentation of a group project. So students need a lot of supervision and guidance, so just remember that, but they can definitely be involved. Now, for secondary SO, I would say if the floodgates open, go for it. And I like this because they have a higher level of English and technical skills. But you also have to think about the paradox of them having a higher level but more reservations because of their age, you know, they're teenagers and stuff. So you will want to encourage them, but just think about how you do it because of their age. You know, willing to do stuff, and even second of SO. But then there comes a point like third of SO where they're more reserved. So you just want to think about, okay, how can we do this? But I have ideas where you don't actually have to put their faces or your faces into the video, so they may be excited and happy about that. But also, so for secondary, you can think about plays, skits, interviews, like podcast style, kind of, you know, maybe not as long, but something like that. How-to videos, and I remember one of the coordinators before, she was showing some videos that she did with students, video where how to use a dishwashing liquid. It was really fun, and they were SO students, so something like that. You can do music videos, talent competition, and even TikTok style related videos. So there will be like vertical format of your phones, and you can use different applications like CapCut. So it wouldn't be on the TikTok platform, but you can give a suggestion like, hey, we're going to create a TikTok for this unit or topic or whatever. And make it interesting by using their or social media language. They have a higher level, but don't make it too hard for them. But just, you know, say, we're going to make a TikTok, we're going to create videos, something like that, to get them more interested. Now, I'm including this because I said I would be telling you some examples of ways in which you can create videos without putting your face on it. You know, because I always said there are some reservations, you don't want to be on video, and that is fine. So you can do story animations with voiceovers. And here are some of the applications you can use, right? You can use Scratch. Does anyone know about Scratch? Yeah, it's like an easy programming application produced by or created by MIT, where students can learn how to do programming. And on that program, they can do animations, right? And it's easy to do. They actually show you on the website the tutorials. So, right, at the school that I'm at right now, they're actually using Scratch, and students are learning programming through this online application, right? Next, that was supposed to have Canva. I don't know why it doesn't right now, but that was supposed to have Canva. But Canva has graphics and video editing features, and the free version is quite good, but it's still limited. I use a pro version, but you know, you can still get away with the free one. And I should mention that this is from free to paid. So Doodly is a paid app, but really fun. Doodly is an app where you can actually see doodles created online, you know, in animated format, and you can actually have a hand with different skin tones and stuff, creating doodles, and you can have animations going and then use a voiceover. So these are some suggestions. Right, so of course with creating videos you need the technology, software skills. So these are some of the things that I suggest. You can use iMovie or Windows Premiere depending on the computer or the operating system that you have. You can use Adobe CapCut, which is like a great application for you to create vertical videos on your phones, and PowerDirector. I've used all of this except for Adobe, and it's really simple and fun to use. Also, equipment, phone. If you have your phone, honestly, you can just stop there. Or even the tablets that the students have, if they have tablets at their school, of course. Right, so videos can be filmed on the computer or the tablet or the camera. You can have a microphone. And this is only if you want to, you know, level up a bit, but you don't have to. And the skills, okay, so with editing, if you've never edited before, but I think maybe if you've been on Instagram and you've created a reel, you've edited videos. But if not, just think of editing like a digital puzzle, where you're taking out like the things that you want and putting it together in a way that makes sense. you know, and it gets easier over time. Like when I started, I was just a beginner, and I'm still not even like a pro level editor, but I like it, and I like the ideas that you can get with content creation. But also, different programs have automatic editing nowadays, even with CapCut. If you put all the content that you want onto CapCut, it will actually sometimes, you have different features where it will do it automatically for you. Now, time management. I'm including this because it's really important. Now remember that this is not an obligation. Content creation takes time, and I recommend that you reserve it for special occasions. I would not say do this for every unit. Make it for special occasions and when you or the students have got time, because of course they have their exams and different things to do. And always communicate with students, you know, with this, school and teachers. If they suggest that they would like for you to do a video, you know, they like it, just communicate if you've got the time, or try to carve out time within your schedule where you're creating the videos. When you're at school, maybe, you know, communication. And get students involved with the ideas and the creation process so that you're not the only one doing this, and it would be even more fun for the students. Now, I just wanted to put this at the end that video isn't going anywhere, but it's always expanding, changing, and evolving. And this is by HubSpot because they're noticing, you know, the content creation world. And I was reading an article online this morning where it says that content creators, the ones who, you know, create videos, we actually, because I want to feel a sense of reward when producing stuff, and it actually helps with mental health. So if you're interested in this, I would really recommend it. I love it a lot. So thank you, and have you got any questions?